That moment where you have a new video all recorded and ready to edit, only to check YouTube and find out that someone 10 times better than you has beaten you to the punch. Twice. Damn it, Silver Quill, comics are supposed to be my shtick. This month's odd couple for Friends Forever is Rarity and Babs, and it sends us back to Manhattan for another exploration of the sprawling city. Rarity's headed to Manhattan for another designing gig for Sapphire Shores, and she was going to take Sweetie Belle along with her if it wasn't for a little ear infection. Thanks to this unfortunate development, Sweetie Belle is forced to stay home while her sister goes off to Manhattan without her. Well, at least the little filly will have her Spike doll to keep her company. Wait, what? Sweetie Belle has a Spike doll? This could only mean one thing. Foreshadowing! Once Verity gets to Manhattan, despite having no transition indicating that we even were in Manhattan, Babs comes along and is disappointed to find out that Sweetie Belle wasn't able to make it. Feeling sorry for the poor filly, Rarity takes it upon herself to show her a good time despite Sweetie Belle's absence. But did I have a good time reading this story? Yeah. I've said before that the Friends Forever issues that feature supporting or minor characters tend to give a little bit of development towards the characters in question. And the trend continues with this issue. As far as the show is concerned, with what little we've seen of Babs, we don't really know much about her likes or dislikes. She's the only cutie mark crusader whose natural affinity for a certain talent hasn't been shown yet. We know that she's a tomboy, which gives us some inclination towards what she might become, but that's pretty much it. In this issue, we get to explore one of Babs' interests, roller derbies, which gives us a clearer picture of what she might become in the future. The callbacks to previous episodes of the series and issues of the comics were a nice touch, particularly when Babs forgets the fact that she was housing fugitives the last time Rarity visited Manhattan. Another strength of the story is that it doesn't just present Rarity and Babs as two ponies with two opposing interests. It actually adds something to Babs' backstory that gives her something in common with Rarity. And that common thing is that they don't feel like their parents really get them. This common thread between Rarity and Babs allows them to form a genuine friendship with each other, and you get more invested into the story because of it. I was afraid that they would rehash the whole opposites attract friendship, which we already have between Rarity and Applejack, and it was nice to see that those fears didn't come true. What I thought was really clever though was that Sapphire Shores of all characters was the one to show Rarity the connection that she and Babs had. I think it's really cool that this character is a little more wise than she lets on. One weakness of the story, however, is that we don't really get into the development with Babs until later into the story. There was a little too much fluff in the middle of the comic, and it could have been consolidated to allow for more development with Babs. Now as for the art, I thought it fit the tone of the story really well. I said before that I wasn't too fond of Agnes Garbowska's art style, but it's starting to grow on me, especially with this issue. As opposed to the more earthy tones of Ponyville in issue number 10 of Friends Forever, the colorful city of Manhattan lends itself a lot better to her art. And with the way she draws facial expressions, you're guaranteed to get a chuckle or two. I particularly like the designs and names of all the roller derby ponies. Shadow Smack, Princess Scolestia, Scarswirl, Shining Harmer.
Hold up. Hey.
All in all, I thought this comic was a great read. If you enjoy seeing more of Manhattan, if you enjoy seeing more of Babs Seed, or if you just like seeing ponies run into each other on roller skates, I definitely recommend you pick this up. While I would have enjoyed a little more time exploring Babs' character, I'm definitely satisfied with what we got. Next month's issue will feature the #1 assistant and best princess, and it takes place in Philadelphia? Well, in that case, onward, my friends! We have more Equestria to explore. So, what did you think of issue 13 of Friends Forever? Let me know in the comments below or hit me up on Tumblr. Also, if you like what I do and want to support my artistic endeavors, consider commissioning me for a piece of art or leave a generous donation, both of which you can do through PayPal in the links that I provided below. Until next time, keep it sketchy, folks. Oh, and Silver Quill, if you happen to be watching this, watch your back. Watch your